While I'm playing here, I will be having beef jerky! The best of all foods. As some know, and others pretend to. And others deny, like vegetarians. Anyone who eats meat, or at least beef, knows that beef jerky is the best food on the planet. Especially the teriyaki beef jerky. Which I have now. It's amazing. Anybody that doesn't like meat, I'm sorry. But you're wrong. And if you don't like eating meat because of your religious beliefs, well, I can respect you. But I will not join you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm playing as the Americans. And apparently we're fighting against the Soviets. And that never actually happened in World War II. And it kind of bugs me. We never actually fought against Soviets in World War II. After World War II, sure, why not? Cold War is not really a war. It's more of a reconnaissance mission gone wrong. For both sides, really. For those of you learning about World War II, this is not how it was. I can almost guarantee it. May have been just as bloody, but probably didn't involve as much idiocy. Or maybe the same amount. Because they did just rip people from the streets and then put them on the front lines, really. That's what well, both of our sides did it. The Germans and the Americans. Because we had the draft and they were just evil as all fuck. If you're watching this and you watched my last Minecraft video, yay, you're officially one of my fans. It's all that it takes to be one of my fans. That and subscribing. Unless you don't have an account, in which case, get an account, it's free. Well, you have to be 13 to do it, so some of you probably aren't 13, in which case, stop watching this. You can keep watching if you want. I probably play Call of Duty anyway. That bugs me, though. Parents of children, don't let your kids play Call of Duty. I'm just saying. It's not very good for them. Wait till they're like 15 or 16, then they can. And if they are like, oh, my friend plays Call of Duty, and their parents, well, it doesn't matter what their parents think. Their parents are stupid. And again, we're playing against the Soviets. This never happened in World War II. I'd like to point that out. It wasn't until after war that we got all scared of the Russians. For some reason. I think it was because they had nukes. No? No, yeah, it was because they had nukes. I kept forgetting how the war ended. They had a nuke Japan, and that's pretty much when the war ended. Unless I'm feeding you incredibly false information, in which case don't listen to me at all. Let's see, well, there was the battle in Germany that ended it for that side of the war, and there was the dropping of the bombs that ended it for Japan. Oh, come on. I can't remember which one happened first or last or whatever. Well, I guess it's like a war on two fronts, so they each ended with their both respective ways, but whatever one happened last, that ended the war for good. I think it was Japan. I'm pretty sure it was Japan. And then Russia and America decided to get into an arms race, which led to the Cold War, which led to the space race, which ended the Cold War after people land on the moon. After people land on the moon, yes. Okay, no. I think that was the tank that saw me. Yes. Oh! Not cool, bro. Headshotted. Well, not a headshot, actually. Darn it! Turn around and someone's there. Mr. Flying Turtle 707, or 770. Flying Turtle got me. I bet his name was Herbert, too. Herbert the Flying Turtle. He has a sidekick that's I don't know, one of those little tiny, painted river turtles that you can get as a pet, named Curtis. Curtis and Herbert. That's it. And, Herbert can fly, and Curtis can, what can he do? He can shoot guns, yes. So, So we got Herbert and Curtis. The flying turtle and the turtle that can wield guns. Because I'm unoriginal. So screw it. No, we gotta make a better superpower for Curtis. Because, I mean, being able to wield a gun without having opposable thumbs, that's hard enough, but we gotta make a better superpower than that. How about... oh no. Okay, what we do is, we... Oh no, that's taken. I was gonna say that, Curtis could have, like, one of those, gliding kite thingies. What are they called now? Gliding kite thingy. You know what I'm talking about. The triangle pieces of, like, fabric that people use to fly and glide and stuff. You know that. And then Harold can have, like, I don't know, a rocket out his butt, and then he just flies around like that. So we just got a pair of flying turtles. Need something better. Okay, so Curtis is actually a tank. His shell can turn into a tank when he, like, goes inside it. That sounds good. And then Harold is flying, but he can also drop bombs out of his shell. So he's like a tank and a fighter pilot. That's good. That's a good movie. Screw watching the Ninja Turtles. I want to see that. Turtle tank and turtle fighter pilot jet thing. Or bomber. Not really fighter pilot. That'd be cool. So I'd make a cartoon out of that. You won't. But might as well tell you. Because I like to order people around. They don't put enough beef jerky in these little packets. Of course, I got a gas station packet, so... We were on a long car trip, and I thought, yay, beef jerky! But... Do the store ones sell more? I don't think so. I gotta check that. I'd pay like $50 for like a year's worth. Well, that's actually quite cheap. I would pay $50 for like 2 weeks worth. That sounds good. So it's $100 a month for jerky. I'd be poor and live in a hovel, but I'll be happy because I have beef jerky. And top ramen, which costs like 20 cents a pack? Something cheap. And that's all I'll have to eat for the rest of my life. Except for pizza and Coca-Cola. Because people that don't drink Coca-Cola, or at least Pepsi. I mean, I've had Pepsi and it's alright, but Coca-Cola is the stuff, man. Pepsi's like too sugary, I think. It's gotta be more of like a sort of sugary tang. There's no tang with a Pepsi, it's just all sugar. And it's not as bubbly either. There's not as much bubbles when you first open a Pepsi. I think is a Diet Pepsi? That's good shit. I'll drink Diet Pepsi all day, but... Or not Diet Pepsi. Is it Diet Pepsi or is it caffeine free? Whichever one it is, it's damn good. I've not tried what is it? Dr. Pepper diet thing. Apparently that's supposed to be like sweeter or something. If you've seen the commercials with the tiny guy that looks like Prince. I don't know, but I've never tried it. I've had Dr. Pepper before, but I've not had the diet yet. I assume it's just like Coke, where it's about 10 times worse, and they're just trying to market it by saying, it's sweeter! The reason it's sweeter is because they use the damn artificial sweetener, which is the grossest thing on the planet. Like, they have some of that in, like, the flavored waters, like those little packets you get, like, I don't know if people even use those anymore, but like the little flavor packets that you mix with water, and they have that weird sweetener, that's like the grossest stuff on the planet. I don't know how people drink that. That and, like, energy drinks. I've had Red Bull. Red Bull is disgusting. People like it. I don't. I've never had a Monster. Never had any other kind of energy drink, so I assume it's all like Red Bull. Again, could be horribly, horribly wrong. I've had that, I don't think that's actually an energy drink. It sort of like has a lizard as the logo, and it's like, starts with a CH, like Chio or something? Chaffee? I don't know. I'm just eating the crumbs of my beef jerky now. It's always sad when you have the last little crumbs of your beef jerky. And for those who say that meat is murder, no shit. Oh, I'm just pissing off all the vegans today. Now, fur. I don't agree with fur. That's the one thing that I have in common with them. I don't like when I see, like, fox fur coats or something. That's just, no, that's not my thing. If you kill a deer to eat it, and you eat all its parts, and then you tan its hide and then make it into leather and make it into a jacket, that I can agree with. That's alright. But people that just kill, like, little foxes or wolves or something, I don't know, do you kill wolves for scarves or something? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I don't agree with it, because they just kill it just for its fur. It's the same thing that happened to the otters. That's why they went extinct and then came back, almost. Well, they did come back. They are back. But they almost died out. And whales, too. Like those people, those Inuit, that you, like, take a whale and then it feeds them for, like, 3 or 4 months, or, like, through the winter or something. That I can agree with, because they use every single part. They even use the bones to, like, make some huts or like, tools or something. I don't know. But, like, back in the day, this doesn't happen anymore, or at least not here. Maybe in, like, Japan or China or something. People would kill the whales for their oil. And they would make oil lamps and whatnot, grease for, like, I don't know, steamships. And that I also don't agree with. Not that it happens anymore, that to my knowledge it doesn't. But, making a point. As for ivory, there is no reason to kill an elephant or a rhino for its ivory. It may have, like, some, like, hidden thing that may help with something, but it's not found yet. And even if it did, do not kill the animal. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, if we're gonna do it right, where you would, like, farm elephants and rhinos, by the way, if we did that, they would not be going extinct right now. And just, like, at a point, just sort of sedate it, and then, I don't know. Actually, no, that's kind of cruel, cutting off his tusks. Well, they do that in, like, in wild preserves anyway, to, like, make sure that the poachers don't kill them. So, yeah, we already do it, so why not just do that? We farm them. And, I don't really like it, but if it gets them to stop killing the rhinos and elephants, then sure. Because it's better to have rhinos and elephants that are, well, they aren't exactly the healthiest they can be, but they're not dead. I mean, really. Still don't know why people like ivory. I mean, I think it was used for, like, piano keys at one point, and then they stopped doing that, and then they make it, like, out of wood, or maybe marble. I don't know. Probably not. That'd be heavy. It's probably made out of wood. People that like ivory are, like, stupid people. It's like, it's just bones that grow on the outside. It's like fingernails. That's what it pretty much is. Really, really thick fingernails. That's pretty much what horns and other things are. It's like, you don't see people, like, killing water buffalo just for the horns. Well, actually, you probably might see that. But, I mean, they're fine, because people don't do it as much. So, I don't know what my point is here, but the point is, I don't like it. Nice job looking out in front of you, dude. Whoa! And immediately as I say that, I get killed by someone directly in front of me. And that's what we call irony? Is that irony? I can't remember if that's irony or not, or satire. I think it's irony. No, actually it's not irony. It's not irony at all. Irony would be like making a monster and then if the monster kills you. No, actually it wouldn't. It'd be to, like, create this creature that would keep you alive no matter what, and it ends up killing you. That's irony. As far as my understanding goes by it. Dun, 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 I'm Indiana Jones and still not playing against the Nazis. Playing against the Soviets. It never happened! Ugh. That annoys me a little bit, but only a little bit. They're still making updates to the game, so maybe they'll eventually add, like, the Italian, which I never actually learned that all much about the Italian and Mussolini and stuff. I just had, like, one chapter in one of my classes. I never learned very much about how the war happened over there. I learned a hell of a lot about the Japanese and their war, and the Germans, of course, but I never really learned about the Italian agenda. I just knew that it happened. I mean, I know all the political stuff about it, but I don't know how, like, where'd they even fight the war? Did they fight their own little war on the south? I don't know. And if so, then why'd they call it the War of Two Fronts when it's obviously three? Unless, like, the British took care of the Germans and the Italians, and then the US also took care of the Germans and the Japanese. In that case, it can be called a two-front war for both sides, because we only took care of 2 fronts each. But, yeah, what the hell? We're fighting again against the Russians. It never happened, stop it! It was only against the Germans and the Japanese. And the Italians, I assume. I still don't know.